game that's tied the series up.
Thank you very much, Joe. Guys, I have a theory. After the first 2 games, H2k thought, let's ban out some subpar things and pick some subpar things to give ourselves the hardest possible game in preparation for the promotion.
It's a challenge for the challenger team.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I don't know what is going on in this game.
I have a mini rant just before we carry on. Joe was talking to Fisher and hit the nail on the head. Lucian has been banned in all 4 games. Lucian in place of Maokai, when Maokai has been running amok and tearing this team apart. I don't understand what the priority list is like for H2k when they continually ban out the Lucian. How scary can a Lucian really be in this patch, in this meta, where Tristana and Kog'Maw are the de facto default best AD carries by every other team? It's mind-boggling.
And that's maybe even a worry, because H2k, you look at the pick and ban strategies, they let What the Fox get Xerath this time around. Another champion that he is pretty well known for, and again, absolutely destroyed them, started everything off. Fantastic performance by him, and just throughout, honestly, the pick and bans, it seems to begin with, they were solid, and whether SKP has maybe just adapted well, or H2k are just simply brain melted when it came to pick and bans.
2 years ago, it's Shyvana. We can deal with Shyvana. I am Katowice. I have a counter for Shyvana. Everyone has a. It's one of these situations. It's Maokai. Maokai's not that scary. He's just a tank. We can deal with a tank. No, you can't. Ban it.
The fact is, you know, all the LCS quarterfinals we've seen today and yesterday proved nobody really can deal with Maokai right now. He is very, very strong in that top lane.
Swain can.
Ban the damn
Swain
thing.
can.
Yeah, a proper Swain can.
Alistar can.
That's
Good
true.
Alistar, maybe. Something else, we see the Rengar curse over in NA. Teams can't seem to find a win with it
In
that
EU
often.
as well.
So, according to our Challenger Professional upstairs, Pulse, Trashy is a really, really good Rengar. But, you know, if you just can't create those openings with your teams because you're choosing losing lanes, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I agree with you. If you have a Rengar, you're very dependent on creating opportunities for Rengar to actually come in. He has a stealth, he can run in from out of sight. But in order for that to happen, the minion waves have to be working in your favor. You either have to pull your opponents towards you and punish them. But when you've got 3 lanes, all of them losing their lanes, all of them, you know, on the back foot playing defensively, you can never really go aggressive or go offensive. Whether or not Trashy has been good on Rengar in the past, it's not showing in this series because he's played it 2 games back-to-back. It was banned beforehand. He was winning with Lee Sin. I say go back to Lee Sin.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing with Rengar is, like, as you said, you know, it requires incredible team mechanics. You need to be pushing the wave, good wave control more than anything. This is why we see Korean teams absolutely destroying people with Rengar. We've never seen a European or NA team do that yet, really. They've not been able to just control it right, whether they just don't have the quite team mechanisms, I don't know what.
Yeah.
But certainly in this game, in a best of 5, it is definitely not working for H2k.
And also, if you want to pick it, that's great. But why in the first rotation when they have a Xerath up for What the Fox? He's so good on that champion.
Are they so fearful of Kikis, maybe destroying them with it themselves? I don't know.
Well, it's not been Kikis that's been winning the laning phase for them these last few games either.
Kikis is delighted to just be playing Jarvan the 4th every single time. He's getting his pick, he's happy.
Yeah, so everything going in SK Prime's way. There was yet one positive thing in this for H2k. Febivin maybe pushed a little bit for his champion pool. A lot of mid lane bans coming out. He goes for that Twisted Fate and he actually does pretty well. Let's actually get a team fight up on the screen where he does get a couple of kills off as well.
Yeah, so this was really the only sort of team fight that went in favor of H2k. But the reason I highlight this is 23 minutes into the game, 4 towers to 2, 9 kills to 6. There's a 5,000 gold lead in favor of SK Prime. And it was already at this point that you just felt like H2k had completely lost grasp of the game and there was very little they could do. There was a triple kill Febivin picked up earlier and it was just like, meh, doesn't really matter. Roll this clip out, and you'll notice that SK Prime do peel away from the Baron very quickly, but because of the amount of damage onto Kikis early on, and the fact that Smitty J was a little late to the fight, it actually ends up meaning this fight becomes a 2-for-1 trade in favor of H2k Gaming. They do end up getting that second kill towards the end of the fight, and I just think for H2k, in order to actually win this next game, they have to be much more proactive, and they actually have to make the plays earlier. They can't get dictated to. They can't get bullied around. Stronger lanes, proactive play.
Yeah, absolutely. Get rid of the damn Maokai.
Yeah. Watch out for that tree.
Ban Maokai.
Yeah, so guys, if you had to call it, now you're very good at predictions, Quickshot. Who's going to take this game 5 and why?
SK Prime, momentum's with them. I think pick and ban strategy's with them. Whatever H2k does to adjust now, even if they ban Maokai, I think H2k might be the ones banning it. SK Prime might be the ones banning it because they're on red side. So I think they'll have the ability to counter pick, and momentum's with them.
Yeah, I think SK Prime as well. I mean, there's been so much focus on the mid lane bans. Now they're going to have to suddenly adjust what they're banning, and something's going to slip through the cracks.
Yeah, SKP might be in their prime in this one and take game 5. We will see. We have one final break today, but when we return, it is the 5th and final game between H2k Gaming and SK Gaming Prime. You won't want to miss it.